Apologies if I come up really upfront for this, but could you state your reason for entry? Is that so? You don't look like the type of person to come here. I know that's quite shallow, but it's quite often rare to see people like you coming here in a place, a holy place like this. Maybe if you wore something different, could blend right in, but I'm not telling you to do that. It's just an example. Do not stand out if you do not want to stand out. Take a look around. You can see all of those moms and all of those people staring at you. Maybe not directly, but subtly. No, I do not care for your attire. I think it's, how do I put it? Different. Not in a bad way, but more refreshing. I have looked and looked around and needed something new to look at, I guess. But aside from that, do be careful. There's a lot of people who will give you backhanded compliments. I am no such person. I know that my bluntness might. I don't know how to put it either. There are a million words coming through my head, and sometimes it can be quite hard to articulate them. I hope you don't mind that. But during speeches, I tend to be a little bit better. So, unless I have to talk to people directly, then it's quite different. Thank you. Now, are you not going to take a seat anywhere? Take a look around. You'd definitely find some place. I know that I've said that people are looking at you oddly, but they'll still let you sit next to them even if they might not like it. Some people are really close minded, but that's part of some religions, I guess. Not the religion per se, but the people themselves. It all depends, honestly. But let me just tell you that it's not the religion that's bad, it's the people most of the time. So if that makes you, well, off put by not following one, then you're welcome to do what you like. I'm no one to force you to follow my religion. But I do ask everybody to respect it. It doesn't matter who they are, from a different religion, non-religious, or the same religion. People have to follow the rules. But aside from that, I think it's more respecting the people, per se. I've had to have kicked out several people on occasion from time to time because of their extreme views. And they would often link me to it. For example, telling their children to not do something at an extreme that the punishment would be more than the crime. And they would use me as an excuse. The priest said, "You're not allowed to do this." The priest said, "Your punishment is this." But I would never say such vile words. Do not worry, there's nothing that can harm you here. And if it does, I'll take responsibility for it. I always do. You might not be used to it, but yes, I am a priest. Not often that women are priests, but in quite a long time ago, there used to be some as well. And I guess I got lucky. I'm also really honored to have such a place in the world. Such a blessing from the God. But I guess I do talk a lot. Apologies. But, well, do find a place to sit. We don't have much time and it's going to start soon, so go on. If you want to talk about it later, after this is done, then you're welcome to approach me at the end. I don't have much else to do aside from giving advice to people and managing things around here. And, well, other things, but I don't have any of that today. No, go on. So, how was it? Well, I don't always greet people after they do talk to me, so I hope you don't mind that. Do you live around the area? Is that so? I'm guessing you had a quite rough experience with the religion or some sort of that. Could you tell me about it? I see. Well, I guess there's quite a bit of churches like that. I'm on behalf of everyone else that has done wrong in this. I apologize that you had to go through that. I know that this subject might not be the most pleasant for people and they might be completely put off religion for the rest of their lifetime, but it's not meant to be like that. Never. And it's more about finding peace with God. It's more about finding a sense of, how do I put this? Serenity? I am not quite sure, but sorry, I kind of got left speechless. It happens often. I've seen quite some people like you. Not here though, but it's unfortunate that people have to go through this and hate the religion for it. I promise it's not like that. For me, it's more about respecting everybody, even if I might not agree with some views or points or whatever they thought. It doesn't matter what people do, it doesn't matter what people think. You just have to keep on going and help them in their time of need. Of course, I'm not saying help the bad people that have committed sin, like killing someone else, taking a life, domestic abuse, any sort of harm, psychological, physical, verbal, any sort of thing is not accepted here. I try to purge everybody that does. Give them a week to change their ways, even if a little. See if they are capable of change. and then monitor them, guide them as well, of course. But if I don't see as any sort of change or want, then I discard them. I know that sounds off, but I promise it's nothing like that. I do get quite animated in this sort of subject. We all have things like that. Apologies if it bothers you. But you're quite the pleasant person to talk to. Aside from that, no one can change if they don't want to change. Change can only come if the person wants to change. If they don't want to change, then it's impossible to change them. And it's not saying that change is a bad or good thing. Change is more about trying to make things better in a sense. I don't know how to exactly explain it. Some changes are bad, some changes are good, but it all depends on the person, on what's bad and good. To the individual, some changes might be bad, while to the outside world, changes might be good. It's funny, isn't it? Religion does dictate some of the things that are bad and good, while some other realists say, what's bad and what's good? Why do we have all of this? Look, I'm not so close-minded just to stay in my own religion. I do like staying here, But I also like to explore other areas, see what the world has to offer, see what other people think and why they think of such a thing, and trying to help them find peace with the thing that helped me find peace in my life. Some people have things hard, and some people might not be able to find things like peace in religion, while others might. As for myself, I did not find peace when I wasn't religious. It was a dark time. My headspace wasn't clear. Everything felt off until this happened. I know. Apologies for oversharing. Why don't you tell me about how you came to be? Like I said, you don't seem like the type of person to come here, so I want you to at least have a good impression of what by the time that you leave here. I promise that this isn't going to be as bad as your other experiences, at least if you at least don't like this. That's quite the story. Well, oh, alright. I would like to debate you on our next encounter. I hope to see you next time. Alright? Remember to not commit sins. What types of sins? That's for you to decide. Now go on. Shoo. It's quite nice to see you again. You seem to be quite committed for this. You have been coming here for the past few weeks. Well, yes, I don't often talk to any of the people that come here. I do give some words of advice, but I guess I'm just rather more fond of you, in a sense. Oh, I just mean that you're quite the personality to talk to. And I just needed some sort of refreshment. Doing the same thing over and over can get quite old, even if it is quite nice. As I said, I like to learn the new. So, what would you like to do today? Is that so? Well, I don't mind talking for a bit more. Let me think. I have the. Yeah, I should be free for a bit more. And by the time that I have to go, I'll be fine. Well. Well, I guess that not many people would be supportive. Um, I know this might be wrong of me for me to say, but if people don't respect your decisions, I don't think that you should keep them around in your life. You coming here is your own decision. No one is forcing you to. And just because you're coming here doesn't mean that you're a bad person. I know that some people might not like this and think that you might go off in a cult or some sort of stuff like that. I've had people say it like that. But it doesn't make you a bad person, I promise. It's just your beliefs, you know? Oh, really? Look, I know that my voice might be a bit more dull in a sense, but I can promise you that it's still, well, I can still have emotion in it. I'm not a robot, you know? It just happens when you speak a lot and you have to adapt your voice so it doesn't dry out. Dry out? Give out. Oh, please. Hey, even so, being a robot is not such a bad thing. Wouldn't have to worry about eating food or anything like that. Oh, please. You wish you could be a robot. That makes me wonder if AI does get to the point of what's the thing? Self-awareness? Then would you think that they would be either religious or non-religious? Will they go with the facts of science or with the facts of God? Makes me wonder quite a bit. But I never think that AI can be self-aware. AI it can only copy the mannerisms of people. And since there's so much data, it keeps going over and over and over and over again. All those mixes and matches of words can create realistic responses, but AI can never have self-awareness, and that's a true fact. Something without a soul cannot exist. Meaning animals do have souls, and maybe not plants. Plants is a living organism in a sense. I think I'm getting too... I'm just confusing myself. I'm not smart enough for this. Apologies. I can't answer all of your questions, but if it's about religion, I might. Of course, I don't have the entire Bible memorized. Not everyone does. Some people do. And that's quite admirable that they managed to do that. Even with the several revisions that it had and several mistranslations. It can be quite upsetting from time to time when the mistranslations cause the people to not like it. But aside from that, how do you feel about it now? I know you're a bit put off from coming here last time, but does it make you feel at least a bit better about your current situation? More at peace, like I said? At least that's quite nice. I promise that this place is safe for you. If you ever feel down, you can come here whenever. I might not be always here, but actually, I think I can give you my phone number if you want. I'm sure. Hold on. Let me just get... And here. You can text me in a bit or later. Oh, please do not save my name like that. I do not want to... Oh, please. This is embarrassing. Look, as much as I appreciate that you're comfortable with me, I do not want to be saved like that. And if you are going to save my name in your contacts like that, then at least do not tell me about it. Because it's a little bit embarrassing to know that. And be sure to not actually share the phone number with everyone else, because the last time I did have that, and I wanted to use it for advice, but oh boy, there was quite a bit of people texting me at 3 a.m., constantly calling me over and over again to discipline their children. It wasn't a fun experience. And I did have to reprimand the people who kept on doing that over and over and over again. But apologies, I have to get going. You did pick a quite busy day to speak to me, but I will see you later. Or next time. Welcome. Hey. Can you lower your voice? Hold on. You know what? Just come with me. Alright, look. What's the matter? Why do you look so agitated? Please mind what you're accusing me of. I have done no such thing. Pardon? I didn't want it to come to this. Look, I know it might seem quite strange seeing me there, but I don't mean harm, like I said, over and over again. Please calm yourself. It's not like I stole from you or harmed you in any sort of way. I guess there is something wrong with me. I have you to blame for that. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but ever since that you did come here, I've grown strangely attached to you. Never have I felt like this, ever. It hurts. The feeling hurts so bad, but I don't know what else to do with it. So I make do with what I can. But please, just ignore what happened, and we won't have to ever talk about this. Yes, seeing me in your house, in your security cameras wasn't... It was extremely creepy, I do admit that. But please... Silence, please. Calling the police on me will not do much. Just because I said that I don't do bad things doesn't mean that I could. It doesn't mean that I have the power to manipulate people around me. Don't look so scared. You brought this upon yourself when you decided to come here and go all out on me. But listen. Ever since you did come here, you say you've sealed your fate. What does that mean? I think you know exactly what that means. Your fate is with me. It's obvious. The entire world knows this. They should know this. Even the people around are looking at you. Why are they so close? All of a sudden, they just came here and got too close. But that's fate for you, isn't it? I think of it as a little present from God. So, your fate is with me, like I said before. Oh, honey, don't worry. You opening that door is impossible. I locked it as soon as we came here. Don't struggle. I promise to take good care of you. But aside from that, apologies if this is going to hurt, but good night and sweet dreams.